By the way, Lily, Vivian suddenly sat up, changing the subject. Did you get up in the middle of the night last night? Lily paused. No, I didn't. Vivian seemed to mention it offhandedly. Then maybe I dreamed it. But I could have sworn I heard some noise in the living room while I was half asleep. It was already past 3 in the morning when I checked the time. Hearing this, Lily suddenly remembered an old problem of hers. But it hadn't occurred in a long time, and since Vivian didn't seem entirely certain, she decided not to bring it up. Got it, Lily said as she glanced at the time. She then offered, Vivian, I'm going to take a quick shower. Wait a minute, don't go just yet. Vivian stopped her and patted the seat beside her. Lily, let's chat for a bit. Come sit here, I've got something to tell you. Lily obediently walked over. What's up? You have to promise me first, Vivian said as she peeled off her face mask and tossed it into the trash, her expression slightly sheepish. Promise me you won't get mad after I tell you. Lily nodded. Okay. I've already told you how exhausting this job is, Vivian began. I mean, my monthly salary isn't even enough to buy one of the bags my boyfriend got me. Sticking it out this long has already been my limit. She sighed and continued. A few days ago, I handed in my resignation to the director. I'm not planning to stay. My cousin introduced me to another job, over in Gayazaku. She stopped there, her voice growing softer. And you know, that's kind of far from here. Lily instantly understood. You're not planning to live here anymore, are you? Vivian quickly explained, please don't be mad. I didn't realize my new workplace would be so far away when I first looked into it. I was planning to keep co-renting with you. Vivian's tone was noticeably better than usual, probably because she felt guilty. I might not move for a few more days. Before I do, I'll make sure to find you a new roommate. How about that? Lily didn't have much of an emotional reaction to this matter. When she heard Amy mention earlier today that Vivian had quit her job, she had already considered the possibility. So now, she wasn't particularly surprised, let alone angry. Lily, her expression calm, replied, It's okay. I understand. I'm happy for you that you found a job you like. As for a new roommate, you don't have to worry about it too much. I'll figure something out myself. Lily, you're just too nice. Vivian let out a sigh of relief and playfully clung to her arm. I was so worried you'd yell at me. My first roommate and I had a huge fight over something like this. With the matter settled, Vivian started complaining. Honestly, I don't see what I did wrong. Can't I just move out? When I first invited her to share the apartment, how was I supposed to know I'd be moving so soon? Lily curved her lips into a small smile, but didn't comment. But Lily, you're so reasonable. Vivian grinned sweetly. I'll definitely find you a reliable roommate. That's really not necessary. Oh, don't worry about it, Vivian said. I'll make sure to get your approval first. If you don't like the person, I won't force you to live with them. Hearing that, Lily finally agreed.
Thanks for helping, she said.
Vivian mentioned that she would likely move once her work handover was complete, which would be after her resignation was official. She had already found a place in Gayazaku and planned to move out by next weekend at the latest. But Lily wasn't in a rush. After all, Vivian had already paid the rent for the current month. She still had some time to find a new roommate. However, Lily didn't know many people in Nanwu City. She had lost touch with her former classmates from school. Although her WeChat contacts included a good number of old high school friends from Nanwu, they were essentially strangers now. She decided to ask Chloe for help. Chloe had grown up in Nanwu and even attended university there. She definitely knew more people than Lily, and anyone Chloe introduced would likely be trustworthy. Before she knew it, it was Saturday evening. Knowing that Sanyan would never reach out to her first, Lily sent him a WeChat message as her shift was ending. It wasn't until almost 8 p.m. that he replied, "Come over." Lily hadn't finished drafting her outline yet, but she couldn't keep Sanyan waiting. She packed up her things, planning to continue her work after getting home, said goodbye to her colleagues, and left the office. When she got close to the bar, she pulled out her phone and sent Sanyan another message. "I'm almost there." A bit further down the road, she reached the narrow passageway leading into the bar. Before she could walk through it, she noticed Sanyan standing just outside the entrance. He was leaning against a black lamppost, his skin illuminated to a cold white by the light. His face was, as always, devoid of expression. Dressed in dark clothing, he gave off an air of cold indifference, as though keeping everyone at arm's length. Lily hadn't expected San Yen to personally hand her the keys. She thought he'd leave them at the bar counter or ask a waiter to pass them along. Not wanting to waste his time, she quickened her pace. Just as she was about to call out to him, San Yen spotted her first. Tilting his chin slightly, his posture lazy, he wordlessly tossed the keys toward her. Startled, Lily reflexively reached out and caught them. "Thanks." San Yen nodded slightly. Lily tucked the keys into her pocket. Still needing to get home and work on her outline, she decided to wrap things up quickly. Knowing San Yen wasn't one for polite small talk, she handled it herself. "I won't bother you anymore. I'll head back now." He didn't reply. "I've troubled you so many times recently," Lily continued, knowing full well he'd refuse. She offered a perfunctory gesture of courtesy. "Let me treat you to a meal sometime, okay? I'm free anytime." San Yen smirked. "How many times are you going to bring that up?" Before she could respond, his gaze locked onto hers. His lips curved into a faint, mocking smile.
"What?"
"Not going to stop until I say yes."
"Fine."
San Yen, sounding reluctantly worn out, said, "Let's do it today." Lily was momentarily stunned, not having expected such an answer. Noticing her reaction, San Yen tilted his head, his tone laced with amusement. "What's wrong?" Lily sighed helplessly. "Nothing." "What do you want to eat?" San Yen started walking forward. "Whatever." Lily hurried to catch up. "Do you have any dietary restrictions?" "A lot." "How about hot pot?" Lily suggested. "No." "Barbecue?" "Too smoky." "Sichuan cuisine?" "Too spicy." "How about porridge in a clay pot?" "Don't want it." Lily had never met anyone as picky and difficult as he was. Not being someone who dined out often, she had run out of ideas. Sighing, she said patiently, "You pick then." "I'm fine with anything." "I'm not picky." San Yen was about to respond when his phone rang. Standing close to him, Lily could clearly hear the loud voice on the other end of the line.
"San Yen."
"Your place is on fire." San Yen frowned. "Say something that makes sense." "No, seriously. The floor below yours exploded." The voice grew increasingly frantic, almost yelling. "It's spreading to your place. It's practically gone. Hurry back." The surrounding area instantly fell silent. Lily looked up at San Yan's phone in alarm.